It's Cara, and welcome back to Never Skip Brunch. Get ready to dive in and DIY big, because today we're tackling a simple indoor playhouse to give your little ones a place to cozy up and read or play. Today, I'll teach you how to build this modern playhouse frame, add a plug-in chandelier, and style it using a repurposed crib mattress and some drapery to create a cozy indoor play space. You can find all the products and tools I'm using in the blog post, which I'll link in the comments. Let's dive in. First up, we have to build this DIY playhouse frame. So I'm using 2x2 lumber to build this frame, and then I'm assembling it using pocket holes, wood glue, and some wood screws. The first phase is building the two end frames that are shaped like a house. So I started by cutting all of the wood down to size. The angled cuts are 45 degrees, which you can cut using a miter saw or a miter box if you're really committed and you don't want to use power tools. Totally customize the dimensions to fit your space, but if you want the exact dimensions I used, you can actually snag the plans I made, which are linked in the description. Next, I pre-drilled pocket holes in all of the middle boards, aka all of the boards that don't have an angle cut. So to attach these, I'm using wood glue and then pocket holes in the corners that don't have any kind of crazy angles going on, just the 90-degree angles. And then for all the other angles that are a little bit odd shaped, I'm using wood screws. For the wood screws, I recommend using screws that don't require you to pre-drill any pilot holes like Power Pro screws. They also countersink automatically, which means they sink into the wood and leave a nice clean hole that you can fill with wood filler and then sand smooth for a perfect finish. Once the end frames are done, you need to attach them together using the middle pieces. I laid one of the frames flat on the ground and lined up all the middle support boards flush, attaching them with, once again, wood glue and pocket hole screws. Then I laid the other frame on top, lined it up flush, and attached it with more wood glue and more pocket hole screws. The frame is done, so I moved it into position, and then it was time to install the light. I added a little plug-in chandelier to the space, which I will link below. I think it totally up-leveled this area and gave it little metallic accents, and it kind of looks like a dandelion, which I also think is so whimsical and fun. So I just screwed a threaded hook into the middle beam of the frame and then used the little cord clip that actually came with the light to hang it right in the center. Then I wrapped the cord around the beam a couple times and ran it towards the back of the frame, down the back, and towards the outlet. I just secured it in place with some 3M hooks that are clear and are made for running wires. So this chandelier has some little metal pieces with these little plastic crystals that actually just screw right into the light. So this gives it like dandelion vibes and amazing texture. And PS, this chandelier was around $60. I'm sure there's cheaper versions or more expensive versions out there, depending on your preference. And now to the most fun part, the styling. So I styled the playhouse as a little reading nook, and I started with this repurposed crib mattress that Ella had outgrown for her big girl bed. I I just put like this cute diamond sheet on top of it and put it towards the back of the playhouse. And then to turn it into a couch, I just laid a body pillow across the back and I picked out this super soft Sherpa pillow cover that's extra cozy. To finish it off, I added some velvet throw pillows that are pink and a cozy throw. The thing that I love about this playhouse is that it's very minimal, so there's not any walls that block your view if you're putting it in a room, but then you can also drape some fabric or some curtains across it to kind of create a fun tent situation. So to do that, I started with a white canopy that I hung from the ceiling that just kind of cascades around the back of the frame. And then towards the front, I added this really long piece of velvet fabric that pro hack is actually a tablecloth. So I bought this from a wedding supply store, which is my secret hack for getting a ton of fabric that's decent quality on the cheap. And I actually used this same fabric, the exact same tablecloth, to upholster the ceiling in my closet, which if you followed along with that project on Instagram, I upholstered the whole ceiling of my closet and it turned out amazing. So that is my spin on a reading nook, but there are so many ways to set up and customize this playhouse. We plan on changing it up by putting a table and chairs in there sometimes, putting Ella's play kitchen, or even just doing some floor pillows for the perfect picnic. Let me know how you would style this space in the comments below. What kind of fun touches would you like to see if you had this in your room?
You love it? Come see it.
I love it.
Okay, so if you liked this video, pop that thumbs up and then hit that red subscribe button down below so you can stay in the loop with more fun and fresh ideas just like this. And I'll see you in the next video. P.S. I don't actually do a ton of kids videos on this channel, but I teamed up with Home Depot this past 7 months to make all kinds of kids workshop projects that you can make at home instead of going in the store since they're not offering the kid workshops in person. So I will link that up in the description below. You can find a lot of the video tutorials over on their channel, but they're also on my blog and across their website. So if you want more kids projects, check them out down below. Okay, so you might like this one if you want to build more frames using pocket holes and make some giant canvas art on the cheap. Or you might like this one if you want to see some more quick and easy DIY projects or some easy home updates you can do in your space. Psst! Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. That's kind of where the party is. And TikTok. I really love TikTok.